What's up guys, Travis Bogart here at Above the Rest Training Systems in Cheyenne, Wyoming, bringing you another exercise library video. This time, another addition to the Intro to Strongman Keg series. We're gonna hit Keg Extensions. Guys, before we dive in, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so that you don't miss anything coming out of Above the Rest Training Systems. And another quick note, before we dive in, if you haven't already, be sure to go back and watch our keg loading video. We cover a lot of technical fundamentals in that video that we're gonna assume that you know as we dive into the keg extensions. To perform a keg extension, you're gonna start by deadlifting the keg and getting into the lat position just like you would with every other keg variation. From the lat position, we're gonna try to lift that keg as explosively as possible, as high as possible into the air with good technique, keeping that keg braced up against the torso nice and tight. Unlike a barbell variation or a variation where we're hitting it for multiple repetitions like a keg squat, when we're actually loading implements explosively, we want to carry all the way through to the end of the range of motion. And that's what the keg extension is gonna help us to train. In order to train it, we're actually gonna go ahead and throw the keg up into the air and guide it back to the floor for each and every repetition. That's gonna help to teach us as athletes how to come out of the lap explosively and follow through all the way to the end of the rep with the implement. The biggest mistake that we see is athletes' butts will fly out the back as they straighten their knees early in the movement without putting a lot of force on the keg. So they end up bent over the keg halfway through the rep. There's two reasons that this is a problem. One, as I start getting into competition prep and lifting heavier and heavier kegs, every time that I lean over the keg that way, it becomes very, very heavy and difficult to hold, and it's that much easier to let it fall out of position. The second reason that this is a problem is that when we load our hips back like that and go to fire them through, we have a tendency to do so with more force than the arms can sustain as they're holding the keg up against the torso. So the keg slides down the body out of position, we lose height, we lose reps. Even if it's a little bit slow at first, as we come out of the lat position, we want to come straight out with every degree of knee extension, creating movement in the keg. And that way we'll practice that explosiveness, keeping ourselves in good position and have good carryover into the competition exercises. When it comes to programming in the keg extension, I really love round-based protocols and clusters. Anything that gives us a little bit of a second to reset between reps so that we can gather ourselves and really put a lot of mental effort into that repetition and get it as explosive as possible. If you're wondering how to make the keg extension work in one of your own workouts, be sure to check out the link in the description below. That'll take you to our book of workouts for the keg as part of our Intro to Strongman series. If you like this video, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you don't miss anything coming out of Above the Rest Training Systems. We'll catch you in the next video.